This video will focus on introducing staff to the key features of Schoolbox. We will go over marking attendance, creating a lesson plan, taking a replacement class, resource booking, creating a pastoral care record, and creating a news item. These guides can also be accessed as PDF step-by-step guides if you click on the ICT Staff Resources icon in the Staff Links page on the dashboard. To mark attendance on the current day, look at your timetable at the top of the dashboard, go to the current lesson and click on the attendance link. This should load your class list, and on the far right hand side you need to tick any student who is absent for the lesson. If all the students are present, you won't need to tick any of the absent boxes. Once you have completed the attendance, click Submit Attendance. This will take you back to the dashboard and you'll notice that now you have a tick next to the attendance that you just marked. If you wanted to mark the attendance from a lesson from the previous day, you'll need to use the calendar function. Click on the calendar, go to the previous day and find the class from there, and click on the class and go to Mark Attendance. To create a lesson plan, you need to go to your class page from the side menu or from the current day timetable. On your class page, you'll have a component called Lesson Sequence. To add a lesson plan, click on Post Blog. Here you can put in a title, which would be the day of the week, the day of the month, and the month number. And in the body, I've just copied and pasted, but you need to have 4 headings: lesson aims, activities, success criteria, and homework. And it is important to note that if you have a room change for the lesson, please list that at the very top so it's easily accessible to anyone trying to locate either you or one of the students in that class. It is optional to attach an image, and when you are finished, click Post Blog. If you click back on the class page, you'll see that your lesson plan has been added to the class page and is now visible to students. You can go back and edit that at any time. The default view for the lesson sequence is to just show the most recent lesson plan. So if you want to see a previous lesson plan, go to View Archive, and that will organise any previous lesson plans by month. To take a replacement class in Schoolbox, you need to search for the teacher's name, who you are replacing, click on their name, and click on their calendar. The default view for this is the month. I recommend clicking the week, or you can even click the day. For this example, we'll say we're replacing 9B English on Monday. Click on the link and click Attendance. From here, you can mark attendance by ticking the students who are absent and then clicking Submit Attendance. From there, you will be taken back to your own dashboard page. After you've marked the role for your replacement class, you will need to access the lesson plan. Search for the teacher, click on their name, and click on Timetable. From here, you can go to the class page by clicking the link on their timetable for the class you're replacing, and then you should be able to access the lesson sequence component, which will show you the details for the lesson. Please remember that if you are leaving a replacement class and there is any room change, to list it at the top here. Once you've read out the lesson plan and students are clear on what they need to do and you've marked the role, you might need to check for any medical alerts. If you need to check for medical alerts, click on the 3 dots and go to Class List, and this will give you a more detailed list of the students in the class. For a quicker way to access student photos to see who is who in the class, go to Class List component. To access resource booking, you can go straight to the resource booking tile on the dashboard, and that will take you to all resources listed. You can sort by category or just scroll down through all and flick from page to page. The other option is to search from the side. You can go Resource Booking, View Resources, which takes you to the exact same page we just looked at, or View Resource Categories. This can be useful if you know, for example, you want to book a computer room but you don't mind which room. This will show you on any given day all of the bookings that are currently timetabled out and any other bookings that have been made by other teachers. To make a booking, just click on a blank time, create booking, put in the details, the start time, the end time, any other notes, and then click Book. Here you will see that my booking now appears, and it will also appear in my daily calendar for that day. So back to my dashboard, you'll now see that my computer room booking appears on my daily schedule. To create a pastoral care record for a student, you need to either search for the student or click on the student's name from something like the attendance list or your class list. Click on the student and go to pastoral care. Here, you can create a new record by going to the plus symbol, or you can see which records have already been created if you scroll down. So go plus, give the record a title which lines up with the type of record that you're creating. So I'm going to do a lateness record, so my title should be lateness. After you've chosen the type, you'll be prompted to a subtype, which is either a warning or a formal lunch detention in the case of the lateness category. These subtypes will change depending upon which type you select, so that you will follow up with the right action. If we scroll down, we can leave severity and leave tags. In the description, you can put any additional information relevant to the record. Under visibility, tick teachers and auxiliary staff. Under individual user access, you should type in the homeroom teacher by searching for them, and then clicking their name or just pressing enter on the keyboard, and you can also search for the house leader. So here we've got homeroom leader, house leader, any other students involved, which can be useful to use if more than one student is involved in a specific incident, or if you've got lots of students who have all failed to meet expectations for the same thing. For example, lateness or no homework completed or diary use, that type of thing. You can add multiple students and it will create an identical record for every other student that you attach here in other students involved. If you want to attach a file, you can, and when you're finished, click Save. Once you've clicked Save, you'll be taken back to the student summary page, and here you'll see that my lateness record has been created with a brief summary underneath of the type, the category, and which teachers have been tagged. The useful part of tagging these teachers in the record is that they will be notified with a little alert up here on the right hand side where a bell icon will be, and they will get a notification that that pastoral care record has been created. The news item, go up the top to the news tab and click on the plus symbol. Here you can give your news a headline, type in the contents of your news item. You've got the option to attach an image. Here you will choose the topic that it relates to, click the roles in the school that you'd like it to be visible to, and the campuses that you'd like it to be visible to. Please only select the campus that it is relevant to. For example, if you are just doing a Year 9 announcement, just click the Mazzarello campus. This will help ensure that when students check their news, they won't have to filter through items that aren't related to them specifically. From here, you can click a publish date where your news item will become visible and an expiry date when it will disappear, and when you're finished, click Add News. Post news, you'll be taken back to a summary of your news item to show that it's been posted, and if you click on the News tab, you'll see that it's the most recent item in the news. In your dashboard, you'll be shown the 5 latest news items, so this will only show the most recent 5, and then after that, if you want to see everything else, you'll need to click on the News tab up at the top. This works the same for students, but students can see the most recent 10 news items on their dashboard, and they need to click on the News tab to see the full list of news items. If you need to look up contact details for a student or their parents, search for the student, click on the student name, and here you'll get a medical alert. You can click on any of these quick summary items. Here's the contact information, or you can click on their academic subjects to see how they're progressing. If you click the 3 little dots, you'll see a direct link to email the parent contact. In our instance of Schoolbox, if you want to email all of your class at once or all of the parents of your class at once, go to the class list component, click the down arrow, and at the bottom there are 2 buttons, one to email all students and one to email all parents. When you do this, all students or all parents will automatically be blind copied into the email, and you will receive a copy of the email yourself to your Outlook inbox.